so y'all better catch. I got big dreams, you walk talk. When I walk, that's that big drip. When I slide down your block, now they pissed off. Like I really give a oh, I got big sauce, so y'all better catch up.
What is the deal? What is the deal, man? We are back for another reaction. Y'all see what's going on? Make sure y'all go ahead and like this video before we get started. Y'all roll up in here, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And make sure y'all go hit that subscribe button if you you know like what you see, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we're on the road to 1,000. Yeah, we just put in the groundwork, you know, getting our feet wet, man, building this from the ground up, you know what I mean? Hold on 1 second though, y'all. Hold on before we get hold up. All right, man. My bad. All right, man. We good. Let's get into this reaction.
And wheel. All right. So on this upcoming clip, it was probably one of the most analyzed and talked about, discussed, snip, cut up, whatever you want to call over TikTok, Instagram scene of season 1. So let's take a look at what scene that was.
Yeah, you're very gorgeous though, but I don't like that you put the fake flower in your vest trying to make it look better than what it was.
Yeah.
I don't like that you brought a fake briefcase.
Oh shit.
Well,
Also, I
what
don't
would
like
be
that the fact
considered
that
a
you
fake
put your
briefcase?
hat.
Hold on.
Why do you have to
Hold
do
on. Like, damn. How you going I don't like when people do shit like that. Like when they give like like a backhanded compliment. Like, how you gonna say you like how I look, you know, and then turn around and just shit on my whole outfit? Like, damn, like you talking about a fake flower? How you know? Like, bro, what? You don't know what his intentions was with that flower. He might want to give you that flower. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you like? And even if that was a fake, yeah, like, why does it matter? That don't even determine, like, it's just the fit for the day. If you don't like that, he could say you look like a cow with that damn dress. You know what I'm saying? Like, he could say you got a big ass forehead. And or you don't like that nose ring, that big ass nose ring dangling from your nose. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's plenty of things he could say. You know what I'm saying? But like, it ain't that should never, she didn't even give him a chance. Like, damn, that's crazy. And then you talking about the fake briefcase and all that stuff like that. That could have just been I know plenty of people, whether it's fake or not, it's still a briefcase. And that's why I don't get, like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's that high maintenance, like you too bougie, like you too good. Like, how you know that ain't just part of his stack? I know people who just they'll rock the bag or whatever they got. They don't really got even put nothing in it. It just looks, it's an accessory. You know what I'm saying? It's a look. They trying to do a look. It ain't nothing wrong with that. You know, to each his own. Like, god damn. Let's go.
Fake briefcase though.
Fake briefcase.
I mean, the hair done.
Something.
It's done. It's done.
So why
dog.
didn't you show your hair?
That's what I wanted to do today.
Yeah, that's what he wanted to wear. Like, damn.
I get it. You feel me? I've dealt with, you feel me, Chicago women most of my life. You okay? You feel me? Me and your brother probably sound alike because we done been through the same struggles. You feel me? But I could respect that. I just wanted to know what you was thinking about. That's all that was.
It's just weird talking to my little brother. So
no problem. You can't say little. We the same age, darling. Let's be respectful.
you sound like him though.
That's
So
because we from
talking-
the same place. So you don't like
No,
you don't
it's
like
not.
people from your hometown.
I never said
And
that.
that's respectful. I can respect
I
that.
just want a man with a higher vocabulary,
Okay.
which you don't have on your day-to-day speak.
How you know he don't got a how do you know he don't have a higher vocabulary on his day-to-day speak? You just met this man. You ain't with him throughout the day. You don't know what, like, how he's in. Like, look, understand this. You know, when you dealing with the work world, like when you go to your job interview, you're not talking in your job interview how you talk to your homies. Let's be real. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you're gonna be more professional, depending on the setting. When you're around in a certain setting, and it's not being fake, it's just knowing how to adapt and knowing how to be able to you know, you be well-rounded, you know. Like, so when you go to your interview, you're not talking how you talk with your homies, bro. Let's just be real. Let's just be clear. And you don't even know this dude to even say that. You can't just judge a book by its cover, you know. And to me, he don't sound like he talking like slangish and all that. Like, he sound very respectful. Let's go.
Day-to-day.
The irony.
Let's start with Daryl.
Like, damn, that's like, and you know, and if you feel like that, you didn't have to say all that. You could have just said, you know, you're just not my type. You didn't have to say, oh, I prefer, and you saying you prefer somebody with a higher vocabulary. Hey, that man can have a higher vocabulary and be full of shit. Let's be clear, bro. Like, and how you know, like you don't know what this man been through, and at the end of the day, it's not impossible. Like, you can easily learn bigger vocabulary. It ain't like it's that hard. It's called reading books. It's called it's called reading. It's called learning. When you learn, you know what I'm saying, and you learn about new words, I'm pretty sure you didn't just talk all properly, like, and you ain't even using high vocabulary. You're talking just like anybody else in the room. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Let's be real.
So, Daryl, after watching that and kind of like in that moment, were you shocked at how you felt like she was coming at you or whatever it may have been?
Do you like having a P.O. box but are tired of wasting time and money driving to the post office? And I posted one.
And this is another thing. If you felt like his vocabulary wasn't up to par, why not help him? Why would you tear him down? You know what I'm saying? If you feel like that might just be an area that he lack in. It's people right now, it's geniuses that might not be that good at writing, but their ideas are blow you out the water. You know what I'm saying? I think Einstein, I forgot the issue he had, but he turned out to be one of the smartest motherfuckers in the world. I think he couldn't write or read. he had some type of dysfunction where he didn't know how to do or whatever the case is, but he was one of the smartest people in the world at one time. You know what I'm saying? So don't never judge a book by its cover. And just because someone is, it's called growth. Just because someone is a certain way one day, it doesn't mean they don't have potential to grow. But don't just shit on them, though. You know what I'm saying? Like she could have been a little bit more. She could have said that and worded that a little bit different. That's all I'm saying. She didn't have to be so like that sounded real negative and like just like you just trying to shit on them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. He ain't deserve that.
I can't say shocked because I've been through a lot of trials and tribulations. I've been tested in ways I wouldn't expect it, and I almost felt like I was, I don't know, like, you know, if I come on there and I tell you I'm from Chicago and I got a couple drinks and you tell me that you from the same place, it's almost like you saying something like that to trick me up at my spot. Because everybody who from where I'm from and know people where I'm from, you just don't talk to them a certain way because you know people will give you what you're looking for, and I'm just extremely proud of myself.
And for y'all that don't know what he mean by that, he basically saying like respect. You know, when you coming from the ghetto, that's one thing that's a real big thing. Or if you coming from the streets or whatever the case is, or you just coming from a rough life, you feel me? That's one thing that we value is respect. And that's just a universal thing. Like you could have been more respectful about what you want to say. Like you could have your opinion, you could have your preference. You want to do that uses higher vocabulary, uses big words. Okay, it's cool. Nothing wrong with it. But you don't gotta be disrespectful about it though. That's the thing. You feel me? Because a lot of places where we come from, especially in these, you know, in the black community, you feel me? Like respect is a big thing, and you know, disrespect could get you smacked up or killed. You know what I mean? So
Always, I go back and look at the clip sometimes because that is growth. That ain't the man that I've always been.
Okay. Yeah, and a lot of people were, commending you on that. It seems like you took it pretty well. You didn't,
yeah, you took it.
Raise your voice, get upset, anything like that. You just, let her know how you felt, express yourself, and yeah.
Yeah.
And then so Rizoma, how, I guess I want to say during that situation, it seems like you were just like, all right, I'm thinking of everything. I'm gonna fire at this guy. I'm gonna say it all at once. Like, what was going through your mind in that moment?
So I guess I should just like.
And I'm gonna say this too. Shout out to our how you say her name? Arlette Amuli. She's a dope host, bro. And she asks the right questions. You know what I'm saying? She's good, like the way she words her questions and stuff like that. Like she articulates it very well. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. You feel me? Dope shit.
Kind of give you all my thought process because I feel like a lot of people are like, "Oh, you degraded him" or anything like that. Which I can totally understand why they saw it that way. For me, it was more so like a correction. So you clearly came onto the show, you're playing a role, right? And like, this is my thought process. I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna pop my balloon right away. But he came.
Hold on, and she over here popping big shit, talking about how bigger vocabulary. She not like you not even using big vocabulary. You talking like how everybody else talk. You know what I'm saying? Like like come on, bro. Let's not walk around with our nose up, bro.
Sneakers, joggers, briefcase, sweater, trucker hat, and then a fake flower. And I was like, okay. Kept analyzing. He was in front of me. I saw that the zipper was in the back of the briefcase. I was like, oh, it's open. There's nothing in there. And I was like, okay. I was like, so if you're gonna play a role, at least play it correctly, right? But it was almost like you half-assed it. And then if you're not playing a role and that's really who you are, then it's like, okay, can't be upset. Bottom line is, I analyzed the entire situation. I saw a bunch of things that I didn't like. And then it was like, please don't get upset about this. But me and my friends made a drinking game of it. And we wanted to see how many times he said, you feel me? We couldn't even take shots. We had to have a regular drink because we couldn't do it. And so when I mentioned the higher vocabulary, I do want to apologize for that because people kind of saw it as like, oh, you're being rude. You're saying he's stupid. Or I was like, no, not at all. It's just personally, I feel like if he was going to go on a date with someone, whether that was nerves or not, I couldn't imagine him being nervous on a date and we're talking and he says it over and over and over. It's like,
So you saying the whole
Okay. I respect that. So she did apologize for that. So yeah, you get a couple points for that. All right, that's cool.
higher vocabulary was for him saying you feel me?
yeah,
Like
it wasn't like, oh, you don't know how to speak or anything, which is why I say I
Yeah,
wish
it
I would
came
have
off
stayed
like that,
myself.
though.
Like I couldn't imagine like us being on a date and then him saying it over and over due to nerves, and I'm just looking at him with disgust or like looking at him annoyed. And it's like that's not fair. Like you deserve to be with someone who's like, oh, he's nervous, like that's cute. Like even though he's saying you feel me, like I still find it cute. I wouldn't find that cute. So it's kind of like it was more like a protective thing. Like I'm just giving you a correction. If you're gonna play a role, play it right. And you're just not my type. But you're gorgeous.
But because he said you feel me a lot, that means I don't get that logic. Because it's easy to, I mean, it's a habit. It's called habits. You know what I'm saying? So, like I say that a lot. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I talk, though. But like, given the setting, though, I know how to switch it up. You know, if I need to get professional on your ass, I know how to, use other words. And sometimes it's just because you're so used to doing it. It has nothing to do that you don't have other words you can use. It's a habit. So you're so used to it. So it's like, it's natural. And it's not to say that you can't learn how to substitute that word for something different, it's called growth. Shoot. Sometimes he might need you to, what I'm saying? A man might need you to, help him grow a little bit. Water the plant a little bit, man. You know what I'm saying? Look, I just said it again.
Also, and I said that. Nothing wrong with it.
When you choose to correct someone and then you yourself fail in your conveyance of your sentence, what does that look like to you?
And I said that. I just said that, bro. Like you correcting him on how his speech is, right? And how he words things and the words that he used, saying you feel me a lot. But then when you speak, it's like you're not even like your vocabulary is not like all that either. So then exactly that makes you look like a hypocrite, low key, high key.
Well, yeah, I messed up, which is fine. And I'm sure everyone saw it as like
The term correct almost bothered me a little bit because as if what I'm presenting as myself is something wrong.
Right.
As if like you could have just said there's something that you don't like, but you
Exactly.
And you even do it today. You take every single shot that you possibly can at everything about me. And it's like, well,
exactly. Because it's like, even in the English language, bro, the English language is not even a real language, bro. Like it's a lot of errors and how we use words and everything like that. Like it's not English is not a real language, really. And so to say that it's not correct, no, just say you prefer somebody that uses higher vocabulary. That's it, or has a wide range of in their vocabulary, of words in their vocabulary. You can say it like that, and it don't sound disrespectful, but to say like, "Oh, I'm correcting you," he's not saying anything wrong though. Like, where
like you didn't highlight every other gentleman as that such. Like, what about me that you see that you just want to take every pick at every problem that you could possibly see?
it wasn't like that.
But I'm because I watched your full episode, so I seen how other guys spoke to you, how you spoke to other guys, and you feel me? Like, I don't think that there was one perfect man that you seen on the show, but you decide to speak on every little thing about this one man. So, like, I feel like it's corny because you keep constantly trying to reach out to me after the show. So I honestly
Whoa.
feel like
No, I did not.
you try to play this kind, it's corny because You attacking me as a person. That's who I am, bro. Like I came on the show, it's who I am, and you telling me that everything about me you don't like. But then outside of the show, you want to have a conversation or a hug or smile in my face or hey Daryl or it's a us. It ain't no us thing. The only reason why me and you had a viral clip is because I handle myself well. I very well could have been looked at as a sassy or an evil man if I would have gave you the response that you deserved. But I gave you what I felt like is it needed to be presented, because a lot of young men get tricked out of their spot dealing with young women like yourself. And I don't want to be the crash out example. I want an example that no matter what, you could still be able to hold yourself.
You could tell she uneasy because she keep on wiggling her foot. I mean, like she looked like she just anxious to say something back. But I agree with what he's saying though. Like, you know, he handled himself well because he set the bar, because the average dude or maybe young dude would have crashed out on her, because it's kind of like, you know, and nowadays time people don't take rejection well. You feel me? So yeah, like the average dude, young dude probably would have, you know, went off, clowned her, you know, and just went back and forth with her, you know, and he didn't give her the energy that she was dishing out to him. You know, he still kept it calm and respectful, and, you know, went on about his way. And then for her to, but it's crazy because he mentioned how she did that behind the scenes. She was all friendly and hitting them up and everything like that. But then when the cameras came on, you just shitted on them. So like that's some weirdo activity.
In a certain type of light.
Supercharge your business with the all-new Shopify point of sale, the all-in-one.
No, that's fine. I guess for me, it was more so the moment you walked out, I felt as if like, because I felt like you were playing a role, which you later on came out and said you did lie about certain things, which means you were playing a role. You already disrespected, hold on. You already disrespected all the women on there, because now we can't even make a genuine decision based off of the information you gave us.
What's the role? What's the role that I played?
I don't know. That's what I was trying to figure out. That's why I mentioned the briefcase and everything.
When I came on the show and I spoke my truth, everything that I told you guys was the truth about me. I was asked a question about space from one young lady. Anything that I said to you all that I presented, this is me. This is Daryl. I have a briefcase. What is fake or a lie about having a briefcase? I seen a flower at the store on some slick gentleman stuff, whoever I was going. If I did like win with somebody, I was gonna take the flower off and present it to her. Like,
exactly.
I think about little cute things like that. Like, you feel me? So what is fake? Like what's the character that got presented on the show?
On some Eric shit, can I interject? Because I made a comment, and like I remember like we had a little back and forth.
We didn't have a back and forth. I'm gonna speak on that as well.
Let me
made a comment
hold on.
You made a comment saying that Rizoma was right.
No, so I before, because I want to set it up, because when I first watched that episode, that it really affected me on the behalf of him, because I was like, dang, she really went in on him. You did on that follow-up, you verbally said that you lied, and that's where I was like, man, like I was really for you. You know what I'm saying?
What was Rizoma right about? That's what.
So where I was coming from, and that's a good question.
Because Rizoma spoke about my presentation.
Yeah.
Like what I was wearing, how it was, just like how all the men spoke about your presentation. And it's odd for me because when I watched your episode, I supported your content. I went to your page, I reacted to it on my TikTok, and I don't know.
There was no tags, there was no follows. I did not see that support.
I mean, just because he didn't tag or follow you, I mean, but he still shared your content, you know. I mean, that makes it even more genuine though. You know what I mean? Like, because he ain't doing it to be seen. And regardless, that could have still brought you followers and brought you, you know, people to your whatever it is that you do. I don't know what you do exactly, but whatever it is that you do, that's still shining a light on you. That makes it even more that much authentic and genuine, because he didn't have to hit you up, and he ain't obligated to hit you up to let you know that he shared your content or tagged you in it. That's just like that. Like that's all that is for is just to like. It's times where, and it's people I know. It's times where I share people's content, and sometimes it's people I don't know. I share their content, and I don't tag them all the time because I don't feel the need to all the time. You know, sometimes I will, but sometimes I don't need to. And they'll come across it, and it's more genuine like that because. And sometimes it's just because like I don't really be feeling like doing all that. Sometimes I just be in the moment, and I just do it real quick. Like let me just share this real quick. You know, and if they find out, then hey. You know, I'm supporting them even when they don't even think I'm supporting, or they might not even or not think I'm supporting because they don't know me. But I'm just genuinely doing it because I fuck with whatever it is that they presenting or whatever the case is. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just that simple. Like that's you just want something to boost your ego or to make you feel like nah, bro. It's
I
didn't hear it.
Still did it.
It seemed as though like you're a content creator, like with what you have going on.
No, I'm a photographer.
You're a photographer, so
That's still a content creator, dummy. If you're a photographer, you take pictures, you post those pictures, right? That's content. What are you talking about? See that, and that's just you just wanted to argue, or not even argue. You just want to be combative in your response and just have something to say. You want to rebuttal without actually listening. Because if you really think about it, if you take pictures and you're a photographer, when you post that picture on any site or any social media, that's considered content, no matter which way you try to put a spin on it. Let's go.
Your Instagram is a business, right? It's monetized
Exactly.
situation. So me putting that in front of the 44,000 followers that I have on TikTok and saying like, y'all should support her. They came at this black woman for wearing a hat.
I never saw no support.
Ma'am, it's not for you to see. I'm letting
just because you don't see the support don't mean that you're not being supported. You know, you don't know. You just don't know. People talk. You know what I mean? Like, and like people talk, bro. It's different. It's more than different ways to support. You can support by donating money. You can support by reposting something. You can support by telling a friend or telling somebody about, you know what I'm saying, referrals and stuff like that. Like, it's so many different ways to support. And just because you didn't see it don't mean it's not being done. It don't have to be in your face for you to, you just want to feel like it's supported, but that don't mean that you're not being supported though. You know what I mean? Like, let's go.
You listen, I didn't do it.
But if you're gonna claim that,
things.
Exactly.
How
is that authentic? If you,
let him finish, Taylor. Hold on.
I'm just letting you know what actually happened. I'm on my platform telling people that they should look at your platform because I don't like how the men treated you. And then you went under there and you said Rizoma was right about attacking.
That's not what I said.
You said maybe Rizoma was right. So what is she right about attacking my visible appearance like the men attacked you? So the man was right about you?
So in a way, I kind of see how you manipulate situations. And
that's not manipulating the situation. He's literally calling you out for the same thing that you calling him out for. You literally said you agree with what the girl said about him. And he's saying the whole thing, he's telling you, so you're agreeing with the way she was talking about my physical appearance, not my actual personality or nothing like that. It's more so just my physical appearance. You said you agree, but then in the same breath, this men were talking about your physical appearance. So were they right about you? That's not manipulation. You're just listening to rebuttal. You're not listening to actually hear. Listening is a skill.
Why I say that is because somebody said, how I see that is if you were going to support me, there was no tag on that. And yeah, that like being someone in the same position, and that's how I can recognize it. And this is a healing moment. Like, I want to get on the same page.
I have to show you I'm supporting you for you to feel like.
Well, I mean, you said you were supporting me, but to me, I didn't. All I was seeing was that I'm 60. I'm not 28. I'm Willy Wonka. I'm Cam
Newton.
Newton.
If I do it like, hey, yo, if I hit you up in your DM, hey, yo, come on my TikTok. I just shouted you out.
That would have been a bridge
That's me
point.
wanting to thank you from you. I supported you on my platform
regardless
because it didn't matter if you see it or not. I want my people to go support a black woman who say that she in a hat business and she do photography, and I'm trying to be a model. So
But how in a way, and no, I'm gonna stand strong as a woman who wants to, like I'm saying, I want to connect with you and I want to build a bridge of understanding right now. Personally, I didn't feel supported, but I could say
just because, and this is the thing, people got to separate feelings from facts. It doesn't matter if you felt supported. If he's doing the act of supporting you, if he shouted your page out without you even knowing it, he still supported you because he exposed your page and your platform on his platform. That's a form of support because he's sharing. He didn't have to do that. So being the fact that he did that, that's a fact. It doesn't matter if you feel like that he supported you. He still did it. The fact of the matter is he did it. God damn it. Like, come on. Facts over feelings.
I do get you, because on the YouTube video, I did say something to Rizoma like, dang girl, like, and you didn't see that. And
you constantly contradicting yourself. So you saying you feel him, but then you gave him a little pushback saying that you didn't, like, low key, like shady, like feeling shade because you didn't see the support. But then you literally just contradicted yourself because you said you did the same exact thing. You went on YouTube and you spoke on the situation and that you was trying to support him in the situation and the viral moment, and he didn't feel no type of way. But that was an act of you supporting him, and he didn't see it. If I'm correct, he didn't see the support, but it doesn't change the fact that you still supported. You showed it. You showed some sign of support. Like I said, facts over feelings. I'm not taking nobody's side. I'm just calling like it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? Right is right. I don't know what just happened. My browser just cut off on me.
you, and I want to build a bridge of understanding right now. Personally, I didn't feel supported, but I could say I do get you, because on the YouTube video, I did say something to Rizoma like, dang girl, like, and you didn't see that. And that's where I could take accountability with that. So I didn't know that you
Okay, so I feel like she was just being defensive first off, just off of first reaction. But then I guess she thought about it, and that's cool. That's cool. She took it. She understands. She took accountability. You feel me? Like, so that's cool. That's respectable. That's respectable.
supported me. Where I was coming from with Rizoma is, I think that in this type of setting, there is something that people who are behind the screen don't have, which is the vibe and the feel. And I feel like maybe Rizoma was coming from a place of like, yeah, she was saying all that, and I'm not saying what she was saying all the way was right, but I'm saying that I'm kind of trying to give you the perspective of why I was saying maybe she was right, and I think it was maybe her discernment, because then as I stood for you and I did say something, and then you openly said you were lying, I was like, oh, like, dang, I was supporting someone who was being deceptive, and maybe that's what she was picking up on. And so that.
What exactly did he say he was lying about, though? Because I don't think he was talking about like his physical appearance or just him as a person. It probably was a question I was asked, and I don't know. I don't know exactly, so I can't really speak on that.
That's why I was saying maybe Rizoma was right.
Let's not do the maybes, darling. Rizoma spoke to me about how I spoke
Mhm.
and the clothes that I was wearing. You said on social media Rizoma was right. What was
I said
Rizoma
maybe
right
she was-
about?
Maybe she was right to
Because you want to
discern.
be,
So
even though you might have like, because of what you seen watching the TV show, you
Mhm.
might have wanted me to be something in your imagination, and
No,
I
I
understand
was-
that. But when I came on and I told my truth, I never lied about my truth. When I was asked the question, I didn't answer the question all the way authentically as I should have.
Oh, okay. So now that makes more sense. So he didn't lie about as far as him as a person, and or him as his nothing fake or lie was a lie about his physical appearance or him as a person. He said it was a question that was asked to him, and he partially answered it. So he felt like he kind of lied. And you know, when you ask questions on the spot, you know what I'm saying? It's not like you trying to technically, and it probably wasn't even nothing crazy. But as far as just him as a person and, and how his appearance looked, he's keeping all the way 100. So I get what he's saying. But when then a girl, she said she agreed with the other girl, but the other girl, she wasn't even talking about as far as that question. She talked about his physical appearance and how he looked and how he talked, and was trying to like shit on that. And so, yeah, it's just all just one big ass mess.
I understand if Rizoma has said something like, you feel me, like, I feel like you up here faking or you up here lying to us, and then you up on social media saying Rizoma is right. Rizoma came at the way that I talk and the way that I had dressed, just like the dudes came at the way that you dressed. So I feel like that's corny for you to say maybe Rizoma was right, ha ha ha. And then when I say my response is, I support your business and I think you're a beautiful black woman. I don't like how you was treated on the show. Why would you hype somebody else being evil when people was evil to you on the show? You still trying to stay on the Rizoma was right. I ain't see that you supported me like it. I had to block you. I wasn't finna go back and forth with you.
All right, let's hear from somebody else.
No matter what your
As you
experience
should.
was, we have a
And I
second
guarantee
chance
you,
at a
people will be
father-son
like, "Oh, you
relationship.
sassy
This
for
time is
that."
when
Like,
we are
no.
the fathers.
Just
Yes.
being zero.
I just want to
tolerance, not
speak on this
sassy.
very
That's just
briefly.
standing on business.
I think where you two are getting confused is that we're comparing apples to oranges. Is what he's saying is that this particular situation was separate outside of the situation that y'all are trying to claim that he lied about. So I completely get where you're coming from, Humble Hood
Thank you.
or Daryl. So I
Thank
just
you.
want to acknowledge that this is something also that I do want to acknowledge as a woman, because I can only speak for women because I'm a woman. As it relates to men and how much they value respect, when we talk about correction, we have to talk about intent versus impact. And with that being said, you have to be careful with what you say and how you say it. So although you may have felt that way, the way your words landed, he wasn't going to be in a space to receive that.
Man, hey, man, y'all give it up for her, man. You know what I'm saying? She knows what she's talking about. You know what I'm saying? She's coming from a place of logic, and she keeping it all the way 100. I like how she broke that down. It couldn't have been broke down better, man.
I just want to acknowledge that as women, we have to do better at talking to men with respect, and we have to do better at how we deliver messages, because you have the ability to either build this man up or tear him right back down. And we already know the struggles that Black men go through. So I just want to acknowledge that on your end, Humblehood, because I completely get where you're coming from. And this isn't me taking no side or the other. And respectfully, I do agree that he supported you. I don't feel like he owed you that tag either, because I agree. It made it that much more authentic because I'm effing with you. And you don't even know it for real.
The scenes.
That's what I'm saying. That's the equivalent to.
I'm low-key calling Mug sassy for talking about her hat and everything. I'm on her side.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, Erica Badu.
So respectfully, I just wanted to let you know I acknowledge what you're saying, and I get your perspective in this totality, and that we got to do better and be careful how you speak to people.
Yeah, just be good. Try to be as decent as you possibly can. You never know.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, that was nicely put. Huh?
Just don't lie on my name.
All right, let's move on to our next
I'll show
topic.
your DM right now.
Go ahead. I would love for you to do so. I sent you one message and I said congrats, and I hope
That's
you're getting
reaching
all
out
of
to
them.
me outside of the show.
Yeah, you said I kept reaching out to you though when I
You
did
can.
it.
You on my Instagram and my TikTok. That's two different platforms.
TikTok, I don't even.
When I
have
came in
TikTok.
today, you ran up on Daryl Hugs.
Well,
Like,
yeah, because there's no bad blood. If you
Is
feel
it?
some
But-
type of
but
way
I'm
towards
saying
me,
though-
then say that so then I don't speak to you.
but ma'am.
It's all right. Let's leave it at that. Let's move on. Okay, so to get this ball rolling, Trinity, on your segment, seems like you.
Yeah, man. That's wild. That's wild. Hey, nicely done though. You know what I'm saying? Cordial. It didn't end in no crazy beef or nothing like that, and getting loud in argument. Just it was a little tension there, but overall though, everybody was very respectful to a certain extent. It was a little underhand here and there, but for the most part though, I feel like the point was made on both sides, and yeah, cool dialogue, man. That's it for that reaction, man. I'm gonna get at y'all on the next one. Make sure y'all go ahead and like this video. Don't leave it till you like it, man. Look, hit that subscribe button too. Tell a friend to tell a friend that Don Mello is in. It feels me. And let me know what y'all think in the comments, for real. And I'm gonna get at y'all on the next one.
Almost forgot who I am, man, not just the devil. I got a mind of my own, label me as a rebel. Feel like I'm buried in lies, my nigga was the shovel. Since a youngin' I was told, be your own man. Be bold, 10 toes when you're programmed. Rockin' to my own cadence, I just slow dance. When you talk, I never listen, you be sounding like the preacher. Never practice what you preach and slow your roll, man. I ain't never sold a pack, I ain't never squeezed gas. Never been from a set, but I was raised in it. So close to the dirt, I could bathe in it. Fascinated by the lifestyle, it gets wild. Then it got my pops locked up for a while. Breaking news on my TV, body shot down. They showed a pic of Uncle Ben, he got knocked down. Whoa, that ain't the life for me. I'm still young, why they wanna take a life from me? Catch me on the next flight, I got sights to see. What might work for you, but it's not.